Well, as I had mentioned in a short video I put out recently, GardePro has sent me the R3Pro trail camera along with the hub and a solar panel. They've asked me to show you, the viewers of this channel, this product, and I'm excited to do so. I know nothing about this or how to set it up. In this video, I'm going to go from opening the box to hopefully having it working and functioning. Greetings and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time here. I'm a little bit nervous doing this video, so I've got these things here to kind of comfort me because I normally talk about, tools like this or modifying tools and multi-tools. And I also talk about, I actually bring you along when I play my harmonica or something in the woods. So what I'm about to show you in this video is new territory for me, and yes, I am a little bit nervous. So for the folks that really like these types of videos and the content that I put out, nothing's really changing. I'm branching out a little bit and trying something new. The trail camera will be very handy for me as I live in a remote wilderness area, and I think some of you do as well, so I want to share this product with you. So I'm going to clear away this stuff and jump out into the world without a net. I want to start off with the solar panel first. I'll pull it out of the box and lay it out onto the table. Looks like, So what you're looking at comes with the SP1000. I believe that's solar panel 1000. And we start off with the 1-inch nylon strapping, which I'm assuming will be attaching to a tree perhaps. Gives you some options, some mounting hardware. Maybe it's going to go into drywall, and this would slide on to the back so that it could be maybe sat onto a table. It's got some adjusting as well. And looking at the back side, we've got a attached cable, which would probably be going into the camera itself. And of course, the SP1000, Solar Panel 1000, also comes with its own set of instructions. The next thing we're going to look at is the hub. This is the actual brains of the operation. This is something that you would plug into your router, perhaps, in your home, and it speaks to the camera, which is farther away. So the camera could be about 1 kilometer away from your house. This would be in your house. It talks to the camera, or all the other different cameras are out there. I'm going to bring in something simple and demonstrate, because this is the only way that I learn. Maybe some of you are the same. Okay, so I'm a pretty simple person, and sometimes the only way I can understand things is a little picture. And I've watched a lot of videos on how to understand how the hub and all these other things work with each other. So this is going to help someone out there. I'm certain of it, because it definitely helped me. And like I said before, I'm not very smart. So here's a little house. This house has some little wisps of smoke coming out of it. There's the front door. Now, it doesn't have to be a house. It could be a cabin. It could be anything that has internet connection, right? So we're going to call it the modem, right? Most people have a modem in their house or whatever. You might not have one in your cabin, but you might. If you don't have one in your cabin, you could use hotspot off your phone, provided you got power in your cabin, so maybe a genset, right? So I'm kind of throwing ideas out there. So let's just go with a house and a modem. Okay, we take the hub. The hub has an antenna, and it's emitting whatever it's emitting. It's connected to the power, and it's connected to the modem, right? Okay, so we've taken the hub, connected to the modem, and it's powered, and it's on. We've installed the app onto our phone. We see the modem, or we see the hub, and we connect to it. Everything is great. Okay, so now camera's out into the woods. We got a little Bob Ross tree here. We got the camera mounted to the Bob Ross tree. We'll put camera on there. The camera's got a little antenna as well. And we'll put up here, we'll put the solar panel, the SP1000, which is connected to the camera. So it's always being powered. And now that we've got the app on our phone over here, right? We started off with the app on our phone, and we've got the the hub hooked up. Once that's hooked up and we power this guy up, we want to install this camera on the same app along with the hub. So these two are talking to each other, which is great. We can be 3,000 feet away from each other or 1 kilometer, which is pretty good. That's quite the distance. And not only that, we can have a total of 16 cameras on this exact same circuit, as long as you got the hub within range of 16 cameras. It's pretty impressive. Okay, so we've got our cell phone now. We'll draw our cell phone here. And most cell phones, when you look at them at first glance, they kind of look like that. Soulless black vessels, right? Okay, so now, if I understand this correctly, the camera, it picks up action, it sees something, okay, sees something, it sends a signal to the hub, and your phone, anywhere, as far as I can tell, anywhere in the world, as long as you can reach your house, your landline, through Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi. How's it done? It's through cell, whatever. As long as these two can meet somehow, you can actually see what's going on over here. That's pretty evil. The evil eye is seeing out. So the camera is connected to the phone or to the hub. The hub's connected to the camera's connected to the action. And in turn, you can see what's going on out there, which is kind of weird. But this is how I understood it, and it all made sense. And you'll see later on in this video, I hope. So as you can see, the GardePro hub comes with many things in the box. And the hub would be applicable to all the different types of GardePros that you're using. I'm going to be showing you the R3Pro, but there are many different types. All probably require the hub. So anyway, let's go through what we have here. We've got some mounting bracket, mounting strap, screws. This is the antenna for the hub, kind of reminiscent of the old brick phone from the 80s, the old cell phone Motorola. And we've got some more cables. These are probably going to go from the hub to the outside if it was outside, right? Waterproof components. This will more likely be the power cord from the hub to its power supply. This looks like the adapter that goes from the power supply to the actual landlines. I think they're called LANs. Of course, we've got the instruction manual as well, and the actual hub itself. There's a little mounting bracket as well. Yeah, we're going to go through all of this very shortly. And lastly, we've got the R3Pro trail camera itself. Now let's get this out of the box. So here's everything for the R3Pro out of the box. Another antenna, obviously. Antenna which talks to the hub. Looks like a mini USB and a mini USB cable here. More nylon strap with the same hardware as the solar panel. It comes with a 64 gig memory card. It comes with a USB-C adapter with the mini USB at one end. The actual camera itself, instructions on the lithium-ion battery pack that comes with the GardePro R3, and lastly, the R3 Pro instructions manual. Well, now it's time for Johnny to try to figure out how to put this all together. The simple brain says that the solar panel and the camera are physically connected to each other, and they're going to be somewhere in the wilderness. The hub will be plugged into the cabin, the home, any place that has the internet connection to the landlines, correct? So that I think from the home or the cabin or wherever, it receives the signal from the camera. And then, of course, not in this drawing would be your cell phone. So you're holding your cell phone, and this guy is sending a signal to your cell phone, and that's where you're picking up everything that's going on out in the wilderness. I could be wrong, I don't know. Let's figure this out. So what worked for me, it might not work for you, but I try to keep things as simple as possible. First thing I did was I went to the App Store and I downloaded the GardePro Link app. There was two. I installed the wrong one at first. So it's GardePro Link. The word link was very important. The only thing I had to do was connect my email address. They sent me a code so that I was in. That was it. There was no fees or anything else involved. Once that was on my phone, I went to step 2. I followed the instructions and installed the hub, plugged all those little cables down into my router and powered everything up. The little lights started flickering. That was good. Then I powered up the camera, installed the camera. This was all done at the Link app. So now my hub is hooked up, my camera is hooked up, and I've got it outside plugged into the solar panel 1000. And I think we're off to the races now. So I'm going to take us outside and see what it looks like. This is where I decided to hook up the camera to just get some experimentation going on. We've got a wire going down to the solar panel down there, which again is just temporary until I figure things out. And the solar panel is indeed charging the camera. I started off at 64% and it's up around 85 at the moment. So it's definitely doing its job. And the mounting system is very, very good. I could probably, get more into it here, but it's still early days. One of the things I noticed in some of the videos that I watched was the mechanism here. This is not locked, right? So anyone could kind of come up to it and open it. However, I do believe there's some passwords and stuff like that you could put into this. But anyways, I don't want to get too far into that right now because it's still early days for me. I just want to kind of show you the screen here the best I can. This is a very easy operation. Everything here is not complicated at all. You got your menu, your start, your OK up and down. It's basically telling you what to do. If you remember the cell phones from the old days, it's very similar. So playback, it's saying OK. Let's see if it's picked up anything here. Maybe it's picked up me coming to this camera. So play is on the button over here. It says play. Let's see what happens if I hit play. Don't know if anything is happening. Oh, there's a crow. You see a crow down in there. It's captured a crow. So I can see all of these videos on my phone. I don't have to come to this camera to see any of this stuff. And we're at 83% right now, which we started off at 64. So the solar panel is doing its job. And I want to quickly go into the menu here. I know it's, just wanted to give you an idea how simple this is. You got your scroll down wheel here, your wireless pair, wireless info mode, photo or video or both, photo quality, photo burst. I'm going to get into all this in another video, I think. Video quality, video length. There's so much here to do. And by the way, this is all on my phone. I don't need to come here to do this. I just wanted to show you all of this, but it's all already on my phone on the app. And we'll give it an OK. And we'll come out. And we're back out. So the camera's up against this tree. Put my fingers in there in front. And then we'll close it up. And it's videoing me right now. I should be right in front of it somewhere. Well, there you have my very first product video, such as this one. Very nervous making it. I hope I didn't make too many mistakes. I know I said router versus modem, and I hope I mentioned that 16 cameras can be connected to that one hub, which is pretty impressive. Now, think about it. I'm starting to learn more as I've done this video. You've got a cabin in a remote location where there's no internet. As long as you got maybe a generator of some kind, a little genset, you could power up your hub, you could hotspot to your phone, and you could have 16 cameras in your hunting range in real time watching video. You don't have to go to the camera to check the card or check anything. You don't need to go back there at all because it's coming to your phone in real time. Very, very impressive. Good product. So far, early days at least, I think so. And I'm going to be doing more testing with this. And I try to do the best I can. I don't know everything. That's why I have to pull out a pencil sometimes and make a little picture and help myself to better understand this. I'd like to thank GardePro for sending it out and for the patience of my subscribers. And I want them to know that I never claim to know everything. People just assume it.
How dare you?
Looks like